Yeah, I think, look, it was an incredible night. As far as entertaining, I'm sure for everybody that was here and watching on CBS. I would have liked it to be a little bit less goals against and a little bit more for us. But all in all, the atmosphere was fantastic. It was an incredible evening, and I'm really proud of the group and how they handled the moment.
So many different things you can point to, from Jansen scoring his first goal for a club he grew up watching, Elijah Wilson with a hat trick. I mean, what will you remember, do you feel like, about this day, or what sticks out to you about just the whole experience?
I think again, there's been a lot of amazing moments in this stadium, but the atmosphere tonight on a perfect day, in a big moment for the league, I think those are all things that are going to stand out to me. And then when you look at the performance from the group, especially in the second half, we got into them a little bit at halftime because I wasn't happy with the demeanor there towards the end of the first half, and I was proud of the response for sure. But again, there's still some areas. And this is what's great about it. There's still plenty of areas we need to be better, and plenty of areas we can focus on making sure that we're working on. So there's a lot to take from the game, but all in all, I think the biggest thing is atmosphere, the amount of goals we scored, and obviously the 3 points.
Was the national audience kind of an extra incentive for the team to
Yeah.
not play like you did?
I did a lot of interviews this week. I think the biggest piece of the national audience is more people are able to see what we've built here in Louisville and what we're continuing to build. Again, this is an unbelievable soccer community. This is a club that believes in the city that they're in. You have people that are out here constantly supporting, obviously us. And then when you look at the national broadcast, my hope is that people can see this beautiful stadium and what we're continuing to build here.
What was Wilson drinking in the water today? He had a heck of a game.
We talk a ton about the confidence of nines. We talk a ton about once a forward gets on a roll, the real hope is that you can continue to put them in positions to put the ball in the back of the net. And he's obviously in good form and confident at the moment, and we want to continue to see that.
Did you notice a difference in his composure, maturity this season compared to the first?
For sure, maturity. This is a kid that came in this offseason with a point to prove. His preseason was phenomenal. He's a part of our leadership group for a reason, because he showed me the growth that he has had in the offseason and really what he's building towards. So from a maturity standpoint, yeah, I think last year the injuries in and out at times made it difficult for him to get into a rhythm. He's clearly in a rhythm now. How he handles himself off the field has been tremendous. And I think as he continues to grow and gain more experience, he starts to find different ways that become important for him to put himself in a position to be at his best every weekend.
It looks like him and Ray have some pretty good chemistry right now. How is Ray taking a step forward?
Yeah, again, we talk about maturity, and we talk about this is a kid. I know I've said it before, but one of the most experienced professionals that I've been around, regardless of age. And what I mean by that is he's in twice a day. He's a kid that is constantly pushing himself to be better. And when you look at them working off one another, it's very clear that, Wilson goes and Ray comes to the ball, or Ray goes and Wilson comes to the ball. And I think that relationship is sort of blossoming here over the first 4 games. And you throw AP in the mix as well, Adrian Perret, and you have a combination of guys right now that are in good form. But I think the biggest thing, and we haven't talked about this yet, has been the guys behind them that haven't started games, how they've been culturally in the locker room, pushing the guys that are starting every single day in training. Right now, it's a really good team dynamic, and something we're certainly going to need leading into Charleston on a quick turnaround on Tuesday.
Does starting the season at 4-0 put more pressure on you, put a bigger target on your back from the other club, saying we got to stop that?
Yeah, I think when you play for this club, you're used to that, right? I think it's a year after year thing. For us, it's about focusing on the process. Yes, we're 4-0, but yes, there's areas we know we can be better. And it's the first thing I'm going to say to the guys when I get in there, and they know that. So, as far as added pressure, no, because we put the pressure on ourselves to make sure that we're getting better on a daily basis.
Wilson said right now it feels like the guys are playing relentless style.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a difference in the way you want to play. How much is that contributing in terms of tactically?
Yeah, I think I use that word a lot with the group, because for me, if someone doesn't know Louisville City, whether it was tonight, last week, whatever it is, when they turn on the TV and they see us, or when they come here for the first time and they see us, I want them to leave coming away and going, that group is relentless, because my belief is that if we are that on both sides of the ball, we're going to put ourselves in a position to compete for something special. There were too many times, we talked about it last year, where we didn't have that. The mentality wasn't right. Go on the road, it's hot, excuses. Not, we haven't seen a lick of that this preseason or regular season, and that has to continue to get to where we want to go.
Talk about the midfield. You guys have gotten younger and faster in the midfield. That's going to help with that relentlessness. Obviously, Wilson Harris is going to get a lot of the headlines. But how much of those guys kind of change how you can play?
Yeah, I think when you look at Taylor Davila last week and tonight, his ability to control the game with the ball, and then you look at Elijah Winder, his ability to cover the ground, break things up in transition, and obviously get on the end of things in the box. It's a good combination there. But again, when you look at the three behind them that are on the roster, they've been doing an excellent job of making my job difficult in who I select and who I don't. But we've been really happy with the relationship of the two at the moment. There's a good balance and a good understanding of working off one another. And my hope is with more time and more experience, all of them are going to continue to build that relationship even stronger.
You mentioned the quick turnaround with Charleston. Not a lot of Sunday, Tuesday for you guys.
Yeah.
How do you handle the next few days? What does that look like? And for a lineup that hasn't changed through 4 games, how do you decide what to do?
Yeah, the focus will just be on recovery. That's it for the most part. As far as lineup, there'll be changes. I can guarantee that at the moment. And it'll be a good opportunity for guys that have been watching or coming into the game to show me why after Charleston they should start again. But I'm confident in the group that we have. I haven't wanted to make changes because I feel the group has done a good job in building those relationships in the starting lineup. But I have no issues at all making the changes that I know I'll need to make come Tuesday.